This is my 1983 cj7, and today we're going to do the first steps to LS swapping it. Today we're going to pull out the engine, transmission, transfer case, and basically turn it into a roller. So without further ado, let's get into it.
There's somewhere to be every night of the week. Seems God ain't close.
Alright, now that we got most of the boring stuff out of the way, just unplugging wires, unbolting lines, unhooking the radiator as you do, let's get into a little bit more of what our goals are with this Jeep. So my goal here is to show that you don't have to spend a ton of money to get a super quality build. My goal is to eventually flip this thing, but my budget is $4,000, and my plan is to do an LS swap and then church up the exterior and do some work on the interior because she definitely needs it. But my goal is to do that all with a budget of just $4,000. I'm obviously gonna have to sell some stuff to make it all happen. So we're gonna sell the engine that's in it is blown up, but we're gonna see what we can't get out of it. Transmission, we're gonna try to sell. Transfer case, we actually already have sold. And then it came with a hard top and hard doors, and I've already sold both of those things too. They're just waiting to be picked up. So we're gonna try to recoup some funds. I'll let you all know all the numbers on that. But so far we're $2,200 into it, which I think is a pretty decent deal. Maybe not the best, but yeah, we're just gonna try to get as good of a product as we can for just $4,000 to prove you don't need to spend a ton of money to build yourself a really nice rig that's really capable and good looking, cool all around. So that being said, I've got to unbolt the engine mounts from the frame. Then we're gonna unbolt the transmission. The engine is ready to come out. I've just got a chain hoist up there in the roof. You can't see it right now, but I got a chain hoist in the roof. I'm gonna wrap it around the manifold and then the engine mount on the side of the block and pick her on up. All right, that was terrible filming. That was really hard to catch. I was just under the truck a whole bunch, but basically here's what's going on. We got the engine all strapped up here, all ready to be picked up and hoisted out. But as I was trying to take care of the transmission, there is a bell housing bolt at the very top up there, right below the valve cover. And there's basically no way to get to it, like at all. I couldn't get a wrench in there, couldn't get nothing. So I came back here and I unbolted the cross member here and I dropped it down a little bit and I unbolted the drive shaft. It really fought me there. Now I'm hoping I can either get a socket through there to the top of the bell housing or through the bottom. And if neither of those freaking work, I guess I'm just going to undo the front drive shaft and just take it all out at once. It'll be rough, but I think I can do it, especially because I'm in here by myself. But I think it should just pick up right out, especially because I got the grill off and everything. So yeah, we got getting close. All right, so the time lapse messed up, but as you can see, got our engine here, Jeep there. Oh, that's weird. You ever pointed on camera? It's odd, it's kind of hard. Anyways, engine's out. We took the engine, transmission, transfer case all out together. So figured it'd make it easier. It didn't, but there was just some bolts I couldn't get to. Now I'm gonna roll the Jeep all the way out of the shop and then I'm gonna pressure wash it, clean up in here and then set this bad boy down. Pull the transmission transfer case off and then put the engine on a trailer so I can take it to a junkyard because it's worthless. As you can see, that would be why it's worthless. That in there, if you can barely see that, That is a connecting rod. That's not where that's supposed to be. That's supposed to be inside the engine. The good news about that though is, as we can see, oh, it did totally window the block, huh? There's a nice hole right there in the block. This is block shot. That's beautiful, perfect. Did it do anything to this side? I obviously haven't gotten a minute to look at this all the way out yet. But yeah, she's shot. She is officially retired. Here's our transmission. I believe this is the T10. At least that's what the stampings on it say. And then our transfer case down here, I believe, is a Dana 300. The exhaust was really fighting me when I pulled it out. But other than that, we didn't really have to cut too many things. We did pretty good on that. Got it all pretty well cleaned out. I did unfortunately have to cut the headlight wires off because I was just not about to fish it through that thing. I tried for a while and it didn't work, so. All right, just a quick update here. The engine bay, we threw some rust converter on it. Worked a little bit, you can tell like right in there where it worked, you know, it worked a little bit right there. But all the shiny metal basically is all been rust converted or whatever. So, got that done, scrubbed it down a little bit. It's still got way more work to do in the engine bay. Over here, we got our mess picked up. We got the block all right here, still suspended on the ratchet straps. Everything else is cleaned up. We got our transmission over here. Got her pulled out. She was leaking a little bit, but not too terrible, not too bad. The clutch was rough on this bad girl. Then I got back here and I started ripping into the back of the tub to see what would be going on. We got some rust definitely back here, but definitely need to hit it with a wire wheel before we really know what's going on, and at least a vacuum, because that thing is dirty. It's got these sweet little toolboxes back here. They've got a speaker in them, and then they've got a little box, you know, pretty sweet. I pulled the back seat out just to get us a better look at what's going on in here. I think for the interior, the biggest upgrade I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bed liner the floor. That'll be, I think, make a huge difference on the inside. I'm gonna bed liner the floor and then I'm gonna fix the gauges. And it has a lot of extra gauges on it. I'm gonna at least make them all unique and work, bare minimum. I may fill in a couple of them because I don't like how many there are. It kind of feels clustered. As far as the exterior of the body, both of these front panels here, you can buy these panels in two parts. So you can buy this first part here and then this second part over here. I think the driver's side, I'm gonna have to replace both of them. You can see the rust there, somebody's been Bondo in it. And then we got these fender flares. I don't know 100% what I'm gonna do with them. I think I'm gonna sand them all down, you know, get all the scratches, the rough marks out of them. And then I think I'm gonna bed liner them black. And then I'm gonna paint the rest of the Jeep red. And I think that should look pretty good. Then we got chrome wheels on here. Pretty nice wheels actually. And then some nice 35-inch Discoveries. I like the wheels for sure. I may paint them black. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. It just depends on how we're feeling. I'm also going to bed liner the underside. The underside of the body, it's definitely got some rust. It's nothing too insane, nothing unfixable. Nothing that's like gonna like rust through and the body's gonna fall off. But I feel like I'm just gonna, you know, fill it with foam. For sure, I've heard that's something that works really well. Fill it with foam, some spray paint in there that makes it not rust. And then bed liner the bottom of it. That should be good. You know, fill the holes and then make sure they don't keep rusting. But yeah, that's where we're at. Just a little update. We're getting at her, tearing the interior apart now. All right, so found the most effective way to take care of this, get this all done. It's currently 4:35 in the morning, so I don't want to just rip a wire wheel. Plus, I really don't want to just rip a wire wheel on this anyways, but unfortunately, the only way to get this done properly to my standards for this project is good old piece of sandpaper and 5 fingers. Oh my Lord, I look like I have the Black Plague. So I'm not gonna make you suffer with me. I won't make you watch a freaking time lapse. To sand in for the next 6 hours I go. All right, fellas, it is a new day. I've been just plugging away at the bodywork. The inside might not look, it's not super clean right now. There's a bunch of dust and stuff in it, but as you can tell, I put this patch panel in right here. There was a big rip in the sheet metal. It wasn't actually too rusty, but it was definitely messed up. So I put that guy in. She still needs some love, but I was getting her too hot. These floor plans here, they were here when I bought it. So you can see over there, I'm starting to weld them in. And then I'm gonna just Bondo around them, make them look good. But this thing's pretty rusty. It's not great. I don't want to film body work because that is incredibly boring, even for me to watch. And I kind of enjoy this kind of stuff because I'm kind of a psycho. So we got a little bit of spray foam, a lot of Bondo, some new sheet metal, but we're getting her done. Whenever I'm done with the body work, I will turn back on the camera and show you bed linering it and priming it and all that stuff. So I'll show you paint, but not body work. Body work's boring. Anyways.